Coach, so the news is a contract extension for Joel. What is your thoughts on that?
I'm apologize. I'm not able to talk about that right now.
You're talking about the desire to still experiment this last game. On your list of things to find out more about, where is how Dario and Ben fit together on the court?
I mean, it's one of many. I think just from a broader perspective as it relates to Dario is just watching him play with us again. You know, because of his European commitments, we didn't see him like we saw everybody else in September. I purposefully have sat him the past 4 days, you know, where he just was off, didn't play at all with the team because of the abundance of work that he did in Europe. And so just in general, to see him back with us is most on my mind. The Ben pairing is a part of that, no doubt, but in general, just having him back is good news for us.
Brett, back to Embiid without speaking to any sort of contract, but what has he shown you in the short amount of time that he has been able to be on the court and just that potential that he has going forward?
I mean, in the time that he has been on the floor, we have seen him to change completely the gym. You know, he does it with just his physical presence. He does it with a defensive mindset, and he does it with an offensive target that is different than anything else that we have. And, you know, when he's been able to practice with us, he has changed the gym.
And how unique is that in your experience, a player like that?
He is a difference maker. I've been lucky in my Spurs life to sort of anoint others in that sort of category. You don't give up that tag freely. Like he has a chance to be great. He has a chance to be great, and there's still lots of work to be done. You know, when you look at his body of work, only playing 31 games, and really he's only been playing basketball for 6 years, and he's 23, and he's just scratching the surface. He does things on a court that remind me of, you know, somebody that's able to hear music and just like play the song. You know, he will study Duncan or study KD or you know, another player, and all of a sudden, like, you know, it's a little bit of a part of his game. And he's very unique. He's very unique.
But with that uniqueness, I guess that outweighs all the injury history and everything else that he's had in the past. Like you said, he's only played 31 games. So it seems like the franchise is invested in him long term.
I can't comment on that.
But what I'm saying to you is, does that all the stuff you say, does that outweigh the injury history?
I mean, I don't want to comment on the contract or his injuries. What I do want to comment on is the skill that we see now. You know, I see what he does on a court, and I'm reminded, you know, and you see it, Keith, when you come in, you're just reminded of what he can do and how good he can be.
Anyone else? Brett, we've, over the last few years,
Scary.
we've asked you preseason about your team, and you've been, you know, had creative ways to describe how your team is going to outlook the season, and you know, but this year it seems like, I mean, you have a lot of positive to talk about. You don't have to sugarcoat anything. There's no whipped cream. You literally, like, you have a very competitive team. It's got to be a good feeling.
It is a great feeling, and I get as excited for just the city. I mean, the city of Philadelphia, it's amazing because it's no different than Boston. You know, I spent many years in this city, and it's a passionate fan base, and they don't hold punches. And, you know, the city has endured. You know, they too can enjoy sort of the fruits, if you will, of the labor. You look on a floor, and although there's great mysteries of, you know, how two rookie guards going to go and how's the newness of some of our new guys coming in. You know, we got carryover with Saric and Embiid and Covington and TJ type Stauskas. And so there's sort of a conglomerate of unique pieces that make me feel confident and I've gone public, I'll say it here, our goal is to make the playoffs. And, you know, we get there's a lot of responsibility and things that go along with that. And, you know, fortunately in my old life, I saw what that really looks like, you know, all of my 12 years. And from that perspective, with the newness of our team and draft picks that are now healthy, et cetera, I get excited.
How has your outlook as the eternal optimist helped you through this period?
It's been important to not budge and remember, why did you take the job? You know, you take it things for a challenge or a threat, and it was a challenge, and I'm not young anymore. And the uniqueness of being able to come into a city and like really have a chance to put your own thumbprint on what our version of culture looks like doesn't happen very often in life. And so this challenge and this opportunity, you know, was special. At times you step back and, you know, you're surprised you've been able to navigate through all of this, but you always were reminded of why you took the job. That kept me grounded.
Brett, in the last game you played, you had the assignment for Ben was to guard smaller guards. What's his assignment tonight?
We'll see how it works. I still want to grow him to see if he can guard point guards. I really want to see if that he's going to have the ability to move his feet and do that. So part of that will be, you know, looked at tonight. But in general, we'll look at him in multiple positions, and I hope to be able to see more about him guarding smaller guys, like we did with Kyrie last game.
Are you looking to learn anything about Markelle coming off the bench versus starting?
I mean, you're always learning. You're always trying to, you know, find ways where people best fit in, and, you know, the newness that we all have, that I have with Markelle, makes every sort of experience, you know, a learning one. I thought he had his best practice of the season yesterday, and you know, we're going to find ways. Everybody's development path is different. There is no cookie cutter way that people best move forward. So learning a little bit about him as a person, learning a lot more about his game, and trying to put that in place where we can help him. I mean, the bottom line is how do I help him move forward, you know, as quickly as we can and develop him. And that's not something you just open a book and it tells you how to do that. And so we're always learning, you know, about how to best play Markelle.
Hey, Brett, did Joel get here yet? I mean, I know he was en route to Boston. Is he here yet?
I don't know.
But he will be with y'all tomorrow.
I expect it, yes.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.